Though I have been a million places at once, many lives I have lived, many battles I fought and lost.
Mass shooters, black rulers, what's up to you half-truthers? Hotep-luya, that's humor. I'm past the rumors, I'm past the human. The body is trash, a bad computer, a ghost with massive tumors. Can't threaten a nigga like me with death, I'd be glad to do it. And sprinkle my ashes on my mad computer and rap into it while blasting future. And say that's the future, that's the future.
If you're looking for trouble, you ain't gotta look far without the presence of doubt.
The year is 5,625. Niggas is clapping and stomping in church, waiting for Jesus to come back alive. Niggas is still conscious, waiting on ET to come out the sky, stop all these crimes. Mentally ill and out of their mind. Niggas is still waiting for Flint to get some supplies. Niggas is still like, damn, I was just talking to so-and-so the other day. How did they die? Why? Niggas is still waiting for politicians to admit that they lied. Since we all comrades, let them niggas street locked up in them contracts. You accepted as generous just cause the man let his boot off your neck just a little bit. If that shit was threatening, you wouldn't know that it did exist. They would've hid that shit from you like all of your history. They brought Bill not back from the dead just to get at me. They sent so many agents my way, I could start an agency. It's all about branding, Feel like a fraternity. Niggas wanna brand me, niggas want Grammys, niggas want families. Niggas think I'm crazy, I don't want a damn thing. What the fuck's the manual? They can't understand me. All this shit must go, all this shit is trash. There is not a plan B. Way too hard to let go, where we gon' end up, where we all landing. This is just a shit show, this is just a sick goal, I am only passion.
You are nearly conscious. I've traveled so far, couldn't tell you how far. Feels as though I have been a million places at once. Many lives I have lived, many battles I fought and lost. If you're looking for trouble, you ain't gotta look far without the presence of doubt. Wouldn't be in these thoughts. You may know who I am, but do you know who you are? You are. These roads, they don't go nowhere. These highways are a dead end. I've had my share of losses, I've had my share of blessings, and I sure know what hell is. And I ask you this question: if we ourselves ain't perfect, then how could we know what heaven is like?
What up, Chop Shop gang? How you feeling out there? Appreciate you for joining me. It's your boy Space Ghost. You know we gonna get it popping right now. So you know how we do it. Let's start it off right.
They don't tell you about the truth.
Yeah.
Nah. They just wanna feed you lies. Yeah. They don't tell you about the truth. No. They just wanna feed you lies. I've been running up a check. Got a gun and some money first, drawing a dresser. I gotta do right cause I know he gon' bless us. We don't shoot that leg, but we aiming that chest up. Your homie got killed last week, that messed up. Money every week, no chest up. Stayed down from the beginning, the best slugs. I only care about you for the rest of. And I put you at the best with the best of. I said the mic gon' buff from the pressure. I'm way too gone for you to catch up. I said these niggas aggravating like bed bugs. I can feel the energy, that fake love. I can't fake kick it with you, no wrestler. Nigga, a lot of new friend with the check code. He talking cash money, shit, but won't bet none. And I hate to calm down on the Tesla. Never sleeping, I went around with a weapon. Nigga talking about some shit that I been done. All these niggas out on birth, I got 10 sons. But they don't tell you that part. They don't tell you about the truth. They just wanna feed you lies. They don't tell you about the truth. seem like I can't do right. Pour the chopper, high hand on the chair, make him pledge allegiance. Afraid to go to sleep, devil on my back, still scared of demons. I was in Milan, Italy, eating real fettuccine. Might call the Hellcat, cause a nigga still scared of demons. I heard it getting cold outside, got my strap in the beanie. I had a bad dream about somebody dying, then a nigga seen it. I won't even be with nigga no more, I think I'm going vegan. I never had shit going on, so that gave me a reason. Too extra hard, God gon' bless the boy. It don't matter if I'm down, home flip regard. I told my bitch I run this shit, I'm the head in charge. They don't tell you about the good I did, they forget that part. They don't tell you about the truth, nah. They just wanna feed you lies. They gon' tell you about the truth, they just wanna feed you lies. I been running up a check, tryna get my crew right. Rich on me, baby. I been trying to do it better.
How y'all feeling? We gonna
But it
get
seems
to
like I
it.
can't
What's
do
up, chat?
right.
What's up, CSGs? It go down, it go down. Appreciate everybody for taking your time out on this Sunday afternoon. It's a hot one today, so I hope everybody been drinking their liquids. Hope everybody been staying hydrated. It's going down because it's about to get hot in the building. We got some topics today of the starting five, the possible starting five for the next upcoming season. We gonna run down through them. We gonna holler at your boys. We finna do it right quick. You know how we do it over here at the CSGs, man. We gonna holler at the chat. How y'all feeling out there, man? It's all good, baby. It's all good. Good to be back. Glad to have everybody with us today. You know how we do it. Let's get it popping, baby. Let's get it popping. Who we got in the chat with us? Let's see. Roll call. Let's see. Kristen, Duke, Zion, Leonardo. What's happening? Appreciate you for joining us. Derek Giles. Appreciate you for joining us. Go K, Haydar, Baker. Bakus. Appreciate you for joining us. DJ Mill. Appreciate you for joining us. Swaggy D. How you feeling, Swaggy D? Appreciate you for joining us. Salad 7, appreciate you for joining us. Ryan Kanar, appreciate you for joining us. Toon Jr., what's popping with you, fam? Paul Wheelock, what's popping with you too? Owasco, what's good? AI Productions, what it do, fam? Let's see, Mario Gonzalez, what's happening with you? What's happening with you? Third Coast Alliance, we got CSGs, what's good? The Midnight Ace, what's popping with you? Who else we got in there with us? I like that fun. What's good? Appreciate you for joining us. James Tryon, appreciate you for joining us. Sigel Miggs, what's popping with you, Sigel Miggs? E.F. Hutton, what's good with you? Chet Men, what's happening? Melon Guy, what's good with you, Melon Guy? Mikael Martinez, what's happening with you, baby? Rick the Ruler, 713, what's good with you? Hold on, let me see. Let me turn my mic up. Can y'all hear me better? How y'all feeling? Dreaded Gandhi Gaming, what's good with you, baby? What's good with you? Mic check. How y'all feeling out there? I sound better. Let me know. Chat man, you know you my sound tech. Sound check. What's good? How y'all feeling, baby? Okay, say that we go. Good now. Audio good. That's a bet. That's a BET. Appreciate everybody for joining us at the Chop Shop. Like always, Kurt Yang, what's good? Sup from down under. Let's go. That boy from Australia down here chopping it up with us, man. Appreciate you for joining us, everybody. Like I said, we got the best community on YouTube. Give yourself a pat on the back because y'all been sticking with us through thick and thin. Now I gotta do a couple of announcements before we get to it. You know my boy Frank, he got his little podcast coming back with Bleacher Report. It will be premiering, my bad, tongue tied. It will be premiering tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So if you don't have it, download the Bleacher Report app. It will be on the Bleacher Report app. Download it, subscribe to the Houston Rockets as a team, and you should be able to get a notification. My boy Frank is doing it big, putting it on big for the Chop Shop, man. Hard work pays off. Hard work pays off. Night Owl, what's good with you, baby? Red is not a flavor. What's happening? Ricky Johnson, CSGs, we all we got, fam. Yeah, so y'all, just like y'all support this channel, support Frank on the platform of Bleacher Report. It's a nationwide platform. Frank will be appealing to a lot of untapped fans of the Rockets that haven't been here, you know. But, you know, he always going to keep it live with the Chop Shop. He ain't going nowhere. He's still going to be doing this thing on the channel. Just go support that man on the Bleacher Report app. If you haven't now, you better. I want to see everybody in the live stream, baby. I want to see everybody that's here in Frank's live stream when he go live tomorrow at 1 p.m. So, download the app, follow the Houston Rockets on Bleacher Report, and you should get a notification. It's still in beta form. So, if you don't get a notification, just set a reminder on your phone, clock, watch, 1 p.m. Tune in for your boy Frank on Bleacher Report. Doing big things, man. That boy Frank doing the big. I told y'all, man, he the GOAT. I rock with Frank. That's my ninja, man. That's my ninja. So, like always, let's see. We got the chat boss. If you look up to your top left at the you see the little bar up there with the rocket. It is the chat boss meter. So whoever tip or super chat the most out of the this live stream will be the chat boss. In the next live stream, you will get all your comments read. I will not pass you up. You will be the highlight of the next chat. Might even bring you on to chop it up with me or Frank if he's here with me on the next stream. So if you do, support the channel like you always been doing. We still got the merch. We still got the subscriptions. We still got the everything. You know how we rock over here. So please support us. Support the Chop Shop. Support Frank on Bleacher Report. He's doing big things, man. And it's all because of y'all. The love and support that y'all showed the Chop Shop caught national attention. And Bleacher Report reached out to him, offered him a gig, man. That's what's up. That's how support goes. We support everybody. Everybody eat, baby. Everybody eat. So good looking out. Good looking out to all of y'all, man. Let's see who crept in the door. Who crept in the door? YG Trace Trece, what's good? Dizzy Religion, what's good? Appreciate you for coming by, man. Let's get it. Now, without further ado, Sleep Art 11, what's popping with you, fam? Let's get it. So, as of now, Third Coast Alliance is the chat boss. You see right here at the latest super chat, last stream, he did $5. That was the only super chat we got. So, as of now, your boy, Third Coast Alliance, is the chat boss. Shout out to our latest subscriber, Isaiah Anthony. Big up to you. Appreciate you for subscribing. Our latest member, Tay Dime. Appreciate you for subscribing to the membership package. That's what's up. And our latest tipper is that boy DJ Generation. Let's go with it. Now, what we got today is theoretical lineups of next season. Who will be in the starting five? Now, I see people was losing their mind because I didn't have Şengün in the starting five. Now, I'm going to break it down as who, if we get Harden, A-Man Thompson, or if we get your boy Scoot Henderson, I think each one of them will have their own starting lineup accordingly to their strengths and their skill sets. So that's why I didn't have Şengün up there on that. I know it got a reaction. That's what we live for, reaction. You feel me? So let's get right into it. We're going to look at the Harden starting five. Let me know how y'all feel about this Harden starting five. And the reason why I think this will be the starting five is if we bring over Harden, we're going to have to get a guy that can stretch the floor in the five position. And I don't think if we was to theoretically get Brook Lopez, I don't see him coming off the bench for Şengün. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why I don't have Şengün in this lineup. And I got Tari at the 3 because we're going to have some defense on the perimeter if we're going to start James Harden and Jalen Green. Even though Jalen Green have shown potential to be a good defender, we still going to need help on the perimeter because we know James Harden is a theoretical cone on defense. So I think with Jabari and the Jatari, them two together, Jabari and Tari Eason together, and with Brook Lopez backing them up at the 5 position, that will be a solid defensive squad, and we get a little bit more spacing to go along with that. So you gotta. I'm thinking deep here. I'm thinking deep. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all riding with me on this. So, like I said, if we was get Harden, I don't think Harden would just come alone anyway. I think he would see that we're taking right steps in the right direction to put a good, solid team around him. And we know Harden like to have the ball, so Brook Lopez is that theoretical 5-out that hits real good shots, and he was Defensive Player of the Year candidate. So he will bring defense along with the shooting, something that we've been kind of missing from the 5, even though I know Steven Silas told Şengün not to shoot threes, but Udoka, we ain't gonna have that problem. He's gonna want his center to shoot threes. He already said he want to bring in different types of bigs, and I think Brook Lopez fits that mold of a different type of big that will come along with James Harden to fill out a starting 5. Now, that means Şengün would eat any backup center off the bench. You feel me? Like, it's not a demotion. You know what I'm saying? It's just more of what that starting lineup would need if we bring over James Harden. And I don't think James Harden would come alone. Now, I've already been on record that I don't want James Harden. I don't want James Harden. But from all the reports, I can't ignore it and be act like, oh, no, we're just not going to get him, because a lot of reports says that we're going to get him. You know what I'm saying? So let me go to the comments, see what y'all talking about. Let's see. Salai 7, he said Şengün to Boston. Oh, nah, not necessarily. He ain't going to Boston. That was just the graphic I put together. You feel me? Let's see. Ryan Keener says, yeah, you lose me when Şengün isn't one of the starters. I hear you, man. We got some Şengün lovers, man. I know how I feel. I'm gonna take the bashing today from y'all. I'm gonna take the bashing. Toon Jr. says, I'll take CP3 with one hammy over James Harden with 28 at center. I hear you. I wouldn't disagree with you. It was just, like I said, that was just a graphic, for a theoretical graphic for the thumbnail. Y'all chill out. Let me make it, bro. Let me make it. Let's see. Owasco says Sixers can win now. Sixers can offer more money. Gee, I wonder what Harden will do. Yeah, you know, James Harden, he bought that paper. He bought that paper. He gonna want to get paid, no doubt. He's gonna want to get paid. So, yeah, let me skip down a little bit. I see y'all just doing the. Okay, my mic was low. Let's see. AI Production says everybody eat B already. Everybody eats B. Ace. Paid in full if y'all know where that's from, man. Paid in full. Everybody eats B. Red is not a flavor says Frank being the unofficial voice of the Rockets is a dub. Facts. Sigga Mig says Frank's getting us places already. YG Threat says why would you bench LP? That was just for the Harden. Let's see. LP is not the best defender in the league. Of course. He's going to learn. He's going to do his thing. Tubi, what's good? What's happening with you? What's good with you? Red Dragon 83, what's happening? Barry MC, what's good? I see you crept in on us. The reason why I would say not to start Şengün with Harden is because one of them going to have to initiate the offense, and when the other one don't have the ball, you know, James Harden really don't like to catch and shoot, and the spacing will kind of be iffy. You know what I'm saying? When Harden got the ball, he likes to have a pick and roll type big with him to actually get everything going and initiate. And if he's not doing the pick and roll, he wants the floor clear everybody on the outside of the on the 3-point line. Brook Lopez is the guy that could be a 5-out, true 5-out center to do that. That's why I don't have him starting with Harden. That's the only reason why I don't have him starting with Harden, really. So that's my explanation for this rendition of the lineup. Let's see. There's Religion. He says, I call him back. There's Religion says we should get Cam, Fred, and Robin this season and get JB next season, in my opinion. Fred VanVleet. I think Fred VanVleet. I'm kind of mixed on Fred VanVleet. He's not just the quintessential point guard like I would want. He's like almost Jamal Murray in a sense where he don't really facilitate. But I guess if you have Şengün, you really won't need it. I guess we're gonna run everything through Şengün through the post out. So I'm kind of iffy on Fred VanVleet, truthfully, and he wants a bag. He want to get paid. And you saying Cam who? Cam Johnson, Cam Reddish. I think you mean Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson, he won a $100 million contract as well. But I think Robin Lopez, I think I would really Robin Lopez, or you mean Brook Lopez? I don't know about Robin Lopez. Aaron Ellenbow, what's good? Appreciate you for joining us. So it's a toss up for me on that one. I'm out on Fred VanVleet though. Let's see. Well, man, Chetman, Slim Boss, what's good, baby? Chetman says, I agree. If Harden is here, no way will Harden want LP as the center while he is on the court. Yeah, I don't see which one of them is what I'm gonna do. Harden need more spacing, and Şengün really don't provide that spacing as of yet. Now, I'm not saying Şengün cannot become a great outside the at least 15 feet and out shooter, mid-range to 3-point shooter. He have been discouraged from taking them from the previous regime, Stephen Silas. So we're going to have to see how that works out. Give him a little bit more time to develop that three-pointer in game to see how comfortable he is with shooting them, because we seen him pass up a lot. And, yeah, a lot of that did come from the coaching. Barry MC says, I feel like Harden and Monte worked real well. If Harden trusts you, he'll give up the ball. Yeah. DeMonte, he was good though, but he shot threes too. He shot threes as well. Red Dragon 83 says, yeah, LP grew. He said it in a podcast yesterday. Okay, he 6'11" and a half now? 6'11", because I believe he was 6'10", right? So he 6'11" now. I'm hoping he grow at least another inch or so. That's good. He's young. He can still grow. YG Trece, he says, I get what you mean, but even with Harden and another All-Star, it would be hard, maybe impossible to win at all at first or second season. Yeah, that's what facts. Let's see. Ricky Johnson says, call this the drama lineup. Harden and Udoka suspended for fighting during the game. I don't think Harden going to try Udoka like that, bro. I really don't. I think he got enough respect for that man as well. He know what Udoka's talking about, and he know he's not a pushover type coach. Chris says, really think Harden fits Udoka's system. Everybody gotta remember Udoka was at the Nets when the Nets had the big three, KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. So Udoka knows James Harden and his game. He's seen him every day in practice. He's seen him in games. I think Udoka will be able to formulate a system around James Harden. Now, like I said, I don't really want James Harden back, but the fly in the ointment, he might come back and screw up our whole rebuild, and we take a shortcut and it don't work out well. But As far as Udoka, I think Udoka, he knows James Harden and he knows what James Harden can and can't do. You feel me? So I don't think that's going to be a problem. The problem is James Harden going to give the effort on defense. That's been his Achilles heel almost his whole career, is his effort on defense. So I think Udoka can formulate a system around James Harden. YG13, he says, look at Jokic and his development. Şengün has so much similarities. I would do anything to hold and build around him and not around Harden or CP3. I hear you. Mario Gonzalez says, I'm out on Fred VanVleet. Me too. Aaron Ellenbow, he says, if Tari to be a starter on this team in the future, what position would it likely be? I think it would be a 3. I think he got shades of Kawhi in his game. If he can get on a similar trajectory as Kawhi and at least stay a little bit more healthier than Kawhi have, I can see him playing a 3. He can move down the court, fast break. He get a little tunnel vision, but it don't look like his handle was just way over here, way over there. He's switchable on defense. He can guard smaller guards, and he can kind of scale up and guard at least a 4. I wouldn't say he can guard bigs yet, but he can be a 3, switchable 3 and D type guy. And we seen later in the season his 3-ball really came along to where he won't be a liability shooting a 3. That's why I think Tari can play the 3 eventually and be a starter. We seen it. We seen archetype like him actually make it in the league in Kawhi Leonard. Barry MC says Harden smart though, bro. He used to drop the ball down to Monty Eunice, but wanted Dwight to do pick and roll. Those were the right choices. Of course it was, but who's that Dwight Howard we got on the team right now? We really don't have that Dwight Howard on the team right now. Space A713 says Rockets need some size, y'all. Seriously, like 7-foot size. Yeah, that's why Brook Lopez, man, I think he can give us that size. Jabari Smith, he's already knocking on 7 foot. If Şengün actually grew, then he can actually be 7 foot come maybe next year if he start growing and filling out. We really, and Tari, he's a bigger 3. He's 6'8". He's not small. So I think we're getting bigger slowly but surely. We're gonna get bigger, bro. We're really gonna get bigger. We're not gonna be the the Mike D'Antoni centerless Rockets, smallest 6'5" PJ Tucker playing our center no more. Gradually, we got to get the right pieces. We're not just gonna overnight just become from the smallest team to the largest team. You know what I'm saying? So slowly but surely, man. Give us some time. Night Owl says Jabari and Lopez is going to return everything to sender already. Pierre Nguyen, he says Harden left because he didn't want to carry and wanted a chance to win. Now he wants to come back and do exactly the same thing, make it make sense, especially with his asking price. We had already feel like I read a thing that was saying that we're not going to give him the max, not that 4-year, 200 max. So Harden might be out of there. Rick the Ruler 713 says really not digging the Harden brand and style of basketball. Me either. That's why I don't want him back. Let's see. Red Dragon 83 he says, oh my, if Harden comes back, he will invite them young boys to party with him. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping they know what they got to do, and hopefully they won't be influenced negatively by James Harden. Chatman says, honestly, that's the real question. I just don't see how Harden fits Udoka's system. Like I said, I think Udoka knows what he can do and can do with Harden, so I don't think that would be much of a problem. 2B says, I think that's Harden can't lead a team around the corner. Yeah, he's always he flames out in the playoffs, bro. Like he really do flames out in the playoffs. Pierre Nguyen says the only way I'd even consider having Harden back is for $30 million a year, which even then is still too much at this point of his career. $30 million is not bad. I just don't want to get into the upper 48s, 45, 48s, 50s. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Red Dragon 83 says Paul Pierce just advertised for a website where you rent a girlfriend for a day. Oh, man. Now, what that got to do with anything, Red Dragon? What that got to do with anything, bro? Oh, man, you wild. Third Coast Line says, what's the arguments against Fred VanVleet? I think Fred VanVleet, he's a good player. I just don't think he's a quintessential point guard that sets the table like we need as far as if we had guys that knows the game already and don't need a guy to really set the table, tell everybody where to be. Fred VanVleet really, he's a good player, and then he won a bag. He won a big contract. I don't know what if he brings to the table what he want. I don't know if he's worth that much for what he brings to the table. He's a good player, don't get me wrong. He can shoot the three. He's more of a, I'll say, shooting guard, point guard, shoot first point guard, not really a set-up type point guard. But, yeah, that's why I don't really like Fred VanVleet. And the dollar amount that we're going to have to bring him in, I don't know. And he's kind of had his injury history lately to where I'm just like, I'm weary about Fred VanVleet. AI Production says Kyrie over Harden. Yeah, like somebody said earlier, the Mavs can pay Kyrie more. I don't see why Kyrie or any one of those guys would want to come here. DeAndre Picker says I'm in on Brook as a starter already. Yeah, I like Brook Lopez. He's a defensive presence down low, 7 foot legit, can shoot the three. He actually can run some pick and roll. He can catch alleys. He can do a lot of things, man. I really like Brook Lopez. Let's see. Jeremiah Greenlight Pickard. He says, not going to lie, I want Jaylen Brown or Mikal Bridges. We need some more defense. We're okay with scoring. Facts. Mario Gonzalez says, Ghost in this Harden lineup. What happened with the 4th pick? Amen. Coming off the bench. See, the thing is, the 4th pick, if we get this, I think it'll be like a Brandon Miller or somebody like that. If it's Amen, yeah, he would have to come off the bench. I think in this rendition of the lineup, anybody that we get will, as the 4th pick, will have to come off the bench. So that's why I left the 4th pick off of this graphic so far. And it's a couple of more to where it's some more reasons for my later lineups why I don't think the 4th pick will be starting either. Let's see. We ride. Y'all filling up the chat. Hey, Al Cheeks, what's good? He says, what about KPJ? KPJ will be a 6th man. I think that's more of his natural role as a 6th man, and he can just come off. Him and LP, bro. Just think of him and LP coming off the bench. That him and 6th man, LP cooking backup centers. We'll have a deep bench. And then with KJ Martin coming off the bench, KJ Martin pick and rolls, or Şengün and KJ Martin pick and rolls. We seen that started looking good towards the end of the season. We would have a deep bench, bro. We would have a nice bench. Frank, what's good, bro? What's happening with you, bro? Let me know if you want to come up, give your 2 cents. Barry McCockner, he says, I just said that to say Harden is smart, bro. He'll make it work. He always have every time. Yeah, I don't have no doubts on Harden as far as offense. The boy Harden will make things work. It's just his defense and his price tag coming along with Harden that I shy away from right now. Ramon Albright, he says D Howard for the low. Nah, I don't want D Howard. Sleep Art 11 says the hair gives LP a couple of inches. John Bell says Şengün grow to 6'11". Okay. Keep getting taller, Şengün. It'll work out in your favor long run. It'll work out in your favor. Let's see. Space Age, he says, who are we considering at 4 and pick 20? At number 4, bro, it depends. I'm gonna get to that a little later, but it depends. At number 4, if it depends on, it really depends on Portland. I think the Charlotte is really locked in on Brandon Miller. He goes 2, and then Portland is like the sticky, situation where we don't know if they're gonna keep their pick, they're gonna trade it. Who would they trade it to? What do that team needs? Portland is like the thorn in our side right now. But I would suspect either one of Scoop falling to us or a man actually being there when we pick number 4, and we get either one of those two. Jeremiah Greenlight Pickett says, not gonna lie, I want Jaylen Brown. Yeah, I want Jaylen Brown too, bro. Third Coastal Line says this lineup doesn't have any shooters. Only Harden, Jalen, and Jabari will be willing shooters. Like I said, we seen Tari. He's not afraid to shoot. What you mean? And Brook Lopez is a 3-point shooter. Third Coast. He's a 3-point shooter. He's a stretch 5. That's what he do. He can't be down there with Giannis. You know, we look at how he was played in Milwaukee. He was a stretch 5. He really wasn't. He didn't really do much but shoot threes over there because Giannis needed the lane. And I think our guards are going to need the lane. And I know he knows how to be in position, move with the ball, and shoot the three. You know what I'm saying? James Pierce, what's good with you? 7-1 Trey, what's happening with you? Appreciate you for joining us. The Physics Territory, what's good with you, baby? Arshawn March, what's popping? Let's see. Y'all filling it up. I'm going to go down. JT Hines says, what about the backup point guard from the Boston Celtics? Backup point guard. Are you talking about, what's his name? I don't think the backup point guard. You talking about Pritchard, or you talking about cat that they got from the Pacers? John Bell says Harden will show the guys consistency and also show them how to get to the playoffs. But that's it, though. That's why it's a no. Yeah, JT Hines, I don't want Pritchard. I mean, he can shoot the three, but liability defense. We don't need no more defensive liabilities over here. We don't need no more defensive liabilities. That's just my take. Let's see. DeAndre Pickard, he says, Scoot Henderson, you think we're going to get him? He might fall to us, bro. He might fall to us. Just like I said, it might just depends on what Portland does. Chatman says, GTG, got to go for dinner, but catch y'all later. All right, Chatman, you be easy out there, fam. Appreciate you for joining us when you can. Pierre Nguyen says, the dream would be trade up for Scoot and somehow get Jaylen Brown and a true 5. If we're going to trade up for Scoot, I don't know how we're going to trade to get Jaylen Brown. I think they would want that draft pick. I really think they would want that draft pick and some more things. So, I do want Jaylen Brown bad. We're going to get on him later. Jeremiah Greenlight Pickett says, not going to lie, I want Jaylen Brown or Mikal Bridges. We need some defense. Facts. Devin95 says, I like Bruce Brown on the squad. Yeah, I like Bruce Brown, man. He's a hard-nosed player. He can do a lot of different things, man. He's coming up big for Denver in these playoffs. I like him. Ricky John says, hey, man, would need some time to develop. I think most of these guys would need some time to develop, truthfully. You know, even Wemby. Even Wemby, he would need some time to develop. Kurt Yang says Brogdon. Yeah, Malcolm Brogdon. I don't know. I whiffed on his name. Third Coastal Line says Harden might be better for Dallas. If I'm being honest, when he disappears, Luka will be glad to pick up the slack. That's gonna be, you talking about, I remember way back when Harden and CP3 got together and they was making those memes and they had the 2K game where they was just fighting over the ball. They didn't know. Harden and Luka might actually fight over the ball. And they the same, bro. When they get in their head, they start pouting. You're gonna have 2 guys over there talking to the refs and 3 guys getting back. I don't see that being a good pairing, truthfully. They almost like the same player. One just a little bigger. 2B says the answer is simple. Get CP3, then draft Scoot. Now have to have teacher and student on the same team. I'm not against CP3. Ricky John says, hey, man, we need some time to develop for sure. Arshawn Marsh says, for me, Brook Lopez equals no. Jaylen Brown, hell no. Man, you don't like Jaylen Brown? What's happening, bro? What's good? What about Scoot Henderson? DeAndre Pickett says, yeah, man, I like Scoot. We're going to get to him in a minute, too. Let's see. Let me give you a couple of more on this lineup. Then we're going to move to the next one. 7-1 Trey says, Harden Price scared me away, but he's a smart player. Coach M.A. might get frustrated with his defense and might have to put hands on him for sure. For sure, baby. James Pierce says, hey, your ghost. What's good, James Pierce? Slim Boss says, love Kyrie, but he plays no defense. The lineup with him and Jalen improved is not good. Yeah, man, we need some dogs over here. We need some dogs. And I think Udoka knows who the dogs is in the league, and he will try to go get a couple of them. Slide 7 says Şengün to the Celtics. That's if we theoretically trade for Jaylen Brown. If we trade for Jaylen Brown, they actually did. They said that Şengün was on their draft sheet to draft him the year we got him. So it's not far-fetched. I'm not saying we need to trade Şengün. Pump your brakes. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if we were, I think Şengün would be on the table for them since they already had their eyes on him previously, and they would probably want to get him from him. And we seen Şengün actually have game. You feel me? Jeremiah Greenlight says, what about Cam Johnson? Cam Johnson is, I don't like the bag that they saying that they need. I don't want to overpay for nobody. A guy that's just 3-and-D wing, $100 million. I don't know. The price tag would probably draw me away from here. Third Coast Line says Bruce ain't leaving where he's at. He's finally a good thing going. Yeah, I hear you. Let's see. We're going to move on to the next starting five, and that is the A-Man starting five. Now, this starting five, I think we just said F it. And I'm banking on Jaylen Brown just saying F it. And trying to force his way out of Brooklyn. Now, I know I just said that we probably would have to trade that. But if Jaylen Brown become a headache to the Boston Celtics, maybe they won't match him. They won't try to. I think they would try to do a sign and trade for him. They won't just let him walk for nothing. But I would see if this was to happen, you know what I'm saying? Like if we was to get Jaylen Brown, I think we didn't gave away like most of our bench, and we actually gave away like most of our draft capital. You know what I'm saying? All of those Brooklyn picks is gone. KJ Martin gone. Maybe even KPJ gone. And for us to keep that fourth pick and bring in A-Man. So if we was to do this in this fashion, this starting lineup would be A-Man Thompson, Jalen Green, Jaylen Brown, Şengün, and your boy Jabari. Now, I would think that they said, hey, Jaylen Brown could be the leader we need. Hey, man, he can still grow. He can play. KPJ is out of there, so we got a solidified starting point guard. There's no point guard battle, nothing like that. The spacing with this team, this lineup would probably be some of a problem. I'm not going to lie, depending on how good Şengün has progressed from last year. But I like this lineup because we still got some killer wings and a killer guard to where I think Jabari would put pressure on whoever's guarding him. Jalen, we know he's going to have to be dealt with, and Jaylen Brown will have to be dealt with. And then you got Şengün, who's going to have to be dealt with in the paint. So I think, and we got an athletic point guard in A-Man, and he likes to give up the ball. This would be a problem. I think eventually down the line, give us 3 years with this 2 to 3 years with this lineup, the A-Man lineup, this will be a problem. This will be a problem for people, for teams. Who you gonna double? Who you gonna double? Şengün probably would need to be a double. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Beast Gaming. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, Beast Gaming. Appreciate that. Good looking out, my man. Thank you for joining us. Consider becoming a member. 99 cents for anybody that want to become a member is the starting package. Good looking out, Beast Gaming. Appreciate you for supporting the Chop Shop, man. So, yeah, I think this will be a problem. Like, I don't think you can just slump off of A-Man and hold the rest of them, because let's say they still leave A-Man open. He can still just drive it. Then you got Jaylen Brown. He might get hot. We done seen him get hot. You gonna double him? Well, if you double him, who you gonna get to guard Jabari? Jabari, he still can shoot over the defense. He could be just a problem for people. Şengün in the post could just be a problem for people. And then Jalen Green, he's a problem on the perimeter. This will be problematic. This will be a problematic lineup for most teams, unless you just got like a team like Brooklyn with a lot of 3-and-D wings that could just basically switch everything, and you got a big that can just hold Şengün, which we seen not a lot of bigs can just hold Şengün in the paint by themselves. We seen his rookie year, we seen guys said had to hedge and double Şengün. You know what I'm saying? Like, this will be a problem for defenses. This will be a legit problem for defenses. And yes, your boy A-Man will have to become along. The only, like I said about him and like a guy like Russell Westbrook, is not Westbrook. I'm not gonna say Westbrook. Like Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons refused to shoot. He can't shoot. He know he can't shoot, so he won't shoot. From what I seen from A-Man Thompson, if he got an open shot, he at least take the shot. Now we're gonna need your boy Şengün to be able to take shots as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this can be a problem for defenses. Like, and I think they don't. Neither one of them will have to operate in the same space, in the same stratosphere. Everybody will have their own spot on the court to where they will just fit in naturally. It'll fit like butter. You know what I'm saying? So let me know how y'all feel about this lineup right here. Let's see. Chris Strange TV, what's happening? Appreciate you for joining us. Ola Oka, appreciate you for joining us. I seen somebody else come in here. Night Owl, what's good? I think I hollered at you. Yeah, let me know how y'all feel about this lineup. Let's see. Jeremiah says, put Jabari at the 5, slide Kenyon to the 4, then trade Şengün. Ooh, you better watch your back. You better watch your back, man. You can't say trade Şengün around here. You seen they was just getting on me, fam. They was just about to, they wanted to boycott the stream because I didn't have them in the graphic. Like, I wasn't going to never put them in the start lineup. But I get it. You can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that. You feel me? But here we go. Rob Cortez says, I do like this lineup, but I don't see many trades for stars working out usually. The teams that win it all, more often than not, grew their young talent and let them build chemistry. I would say almost the opposite. Like, back in the 90s, yeah, that's how you won. You grew, you know what I'm saying, homegrown talent. But for the most part, since like 2010, it's been the big three era. You had to go get people. You had to go and get free agents. You had to go pay money. You run, like, the Warriors are one of the few teams as of late that just won with homegrown talent. If you think about it, just think about it. Everybody else had to form some sort of rendition of the big three, from the Boston Celtics to the Miami Heat when LeBron was there. Now, even Cleveland when LeBron was there, they had to go get Kevin Love. They had to get, well, Kyrie was already there, but they had to go and buy some pieces to get them to where they needed to go. You know what I'm saying? Rob Cortez says Bucks was mostly organic team. Yeah, and that's a one-off. And you see, they struggled up to that one year, and then now they struggling again. So it's like, I know you should get, two top 10, two top 5 draft picks, build around them, let them have it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of teams lately have been just buying at least the stars. Now they did probably keep, some of the fringe guys, the 6-man, they drafted him, and like San Antonio, they did it mostly with homegrown talent. I'm not saying it's not possible, but a lot of teams lately that's been winning, they had to go and get like all-stars. The reason why I don't want to go that route and just pay people, because we seen on the flip side of the coin teams that did that and it didn't work out. Just like the Brooklyn Nets is like the poster child for that. You know what I'm saying? Like the Brooklyn Nets is the poster child for that. Try to buy a championship, it don't work out. Even when Toronto won it, they went and got Kawhi at least. They traded for him, but they did go get an outside guy to come in and play with them. And, it was kind of flukish when you say with the injuries to Golden State that they actually got lucky and won that championship. But they won it. We can't take it away from them. So it's different ways to skin a cat. It is different ways to skin a cat. So I wouldn't just say that's the best way, but I can see us with our draft picks and where we're at right now, we can probably build a contender from just drafting. But you got to make the right. Do y'all have confidence in Raphael Stone to draft the right people every time and keep them and nourish them, bring in the right vets around them to grow them, to show them the way, make sure they're not out there drowning. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a tough ass. You know what I'm saying? We got to have smart execs. To win a championship, it's not all about the players on the team. You feel me? You got to have smart execs. You got to have a smart coach. You got to have a smart owner. You got to have not a cheap owner. You got to have a owner that's willing to spend, because when these guys get up, you know what I'm saying, for contracts, or you want to go into the salary cap, do you want to go into the luxury tax, are you willing to get those fringe guys on the outskirts that just want to come and play with you? Because usually when these veterans, when they see a team going and almost getting there, a lot of veteran guys that's almost towards the end, but they're still good guys, will take pay cuts to come over and be with your organization, because they see that it could possibly bear fruits for them to get a championship. Now, when we're there, is the GM and the coach or the owner willing to pay? Because we seen that 1 year, I think last year with the Golden State Warriors, they actually went into the salary cap, and just to keep one guy that was making like $8 million, they paid $100 million tax, salary tax. Like, do we have an owner that's really gonna want to do that? It's a lot of different elements, onions that got to be peeled back to actually win the championship. So, like I said, I don't disagree, but yeah, you got to have a lot of different components. Let's see. Chris Strange says, "Amen over Scoot." That's a pretty hot take, man. Frank, have you seen that lately, Frank? Let me know in the chat, Frank, that when we was going through like the whole season, everybody was either Scoot Wemby. Didn't really want Amen. But then once we got the draft, and we seen that Scoot probably won't be coming here, a lot of people talk themselves into Amen. I'm not saying you was one of them, Chris. Maybe you been on Amen from jump. But they talked themselves so hard into Amen to now when people come back and says, hey, maybe Scoot, they be like, nah, Amen's that guy. Is it, what do you think that is? Is this like postpartum distress because of the draft thing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of people didn't want Amen to save their life. But now, since this look like it's a possibility, it's like they talked themselves into Amen. And now Scoot is more like, it's like a divide 50-50. It was unanimously during the season, no Amen. For sure not Amen. Scoot for sure. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's going on with that? It's kind of a weird dynamic how how things play out and people change their minds overnight, basically. Let's see. Let me get to it. I'm going to see. Sleepwater 11 says, for real, LP and Jabari started working well towards the end of the year. What's up, bro? Let's see. Derek Grant says, watch it on that trade, Alpin Shangoon, Jalen Green stuff. Let's stay with homegrown talent. I hear you. Jeremiah Greenlight Picker. He says, what we going to give up Jaylen Brown without giving up our pick? Like I said, I'm hoping I'm hoping Jaylen Brown just forces Boston hand, because he's up for like 250 some, almost $300 million contract. It's some crazy number. Do they really want to dump that much salary cap into him and Jason Tatum, as far as two guys making almost a $500 million? They almost making like a $500 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of money. So then eventually they're going to have to go into the salary cap. They're going to be repeat offenders eventually. If they don't get it done, I say like next year, it's going to be like hard for Boston to bounce back, shake back from this type of thing. So yeah, man. I'm just hoping Jaylen Brown. Now, I don't condone racism or nothing like that. Hopefully the racism thing got to him a little bit too much, because those last games, him and Jason Tatum didn't do good at all. So maybe the fans helped us out, Boston fans helped us out, and was heckling him and was in his mentions and was adding him and was calling him all kinds of dirty names to where he don't want to put up with it no more and he just want to leave. Hopefully, it's really a shot in the prayer, bro. I'm not going to lie. I think it's just a shot in the prayer. E.F. Hutton says, yeah, you're gonna need eventually a good start, but that's cap stuff when your young players need money but not ready. For sure. Jada Goat, what's happening? Akeem the Dream, what's good? Let's see where I left off. Frank said you can be a young, exciting young team that the fan base will support if they believe in what the team is building. Facts. Rob Cortez says, I think the core three will show growth, but I'm predicting the most apparent growth from Jabari. Jeremiah Greenlight, he says, what we're going to give up for Jaylen Brown without our pick. I got that already. Did you put that twice? Frank says, players, Jeremiah, duh. See, Frank, that's why they call you the bad cop, bro. That's why they call you the bad cop, bro. Let's see. Frank says he think we should wait on Jaylen Brown for his free agency. Hopefully we don't give out too much money in this free agency to where we can actually sign a Jaylen Brown next season. And if Boston was smart, they would get that deal done like right now, like this season. I wouldn't let him go out on like sort of like a lame duck contract to where he's thinking about it all season. Go ahead and secure that man, get that man that bag, and set his mind at ease. If I was Boston, I wouldn't wait it out like that. That's playing with fire even more. They always put this man in trade rumors. No matter who big name comes up, Jaylen Brown is in the trade rumors. I wouldn't play with his emotions like that. He already skating on thin ice with them. He really, So I wouldn't do that. I'd just go ahead and pay that man for real. If I was them, but for the Rockets fan, let him play with him. Let him dangle him out there a little bit more and piss him off a little bit more. Frank says if he get extended by Boston, he ain't going nowhere and they won't trade him. That's facts. Rob Cortez says Boston being poopy is going to work out for someone. Yeah, you right. Jay the Goat says Amen going third, calling it now. So you think Portland is going to keep the pick and just draft Amen? I don't think Dame will be pretty happy with that. Dame talking like they need to do something with that pick. For real. Go Cobb. He says, as long as Alp and Tari start, who cares who will be the other three? Man, that's biased as hell, bro. That's biased as hell, bro. Like, I hear you, but come on, man. I hear you, though. King the Dream says Rob Cortez fair, but He's also the best three-point shooter on the team right now, and it's not his fault we don't have another point guard to play make. I guess he's talking about KPJ. Yeah, man. Anybody, what y'all got anything else to say about this lineup? I think this will be a killer lineup. I really do. I think this will be a killer lineup. So I think teams will have their hands full with this one. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Third Coast Alliance then gifted out some memberships. How many memberships? Okay. Run it up, Third Coast. Run it up, Third Coast. Okay. Oh, they gave me one. Appreciate the Third Coast. We're gonna let it run up. Okay. All right. Let's see. Third Coast Alliance just gifted out 5 memberships. Let's see who got those memberships real fast. Barry MC got a member. E.F. Hutton became a member. Let's see. Trey 9 LBE became a member. Scoot Channel became a member, and I became a member. I'm gonna stop commenting. I think whoever comments in the chat gets the memberships. That's how they pick them. I'm not gonna comment no more, man. I didn't know. I don't like taking out memberships like that away from our subs, man. That's my bad. But appreciate you, Third Coast. You the GOAT. You know how it go. That boy's trying to still hold down his chat boss status right now. He's a chat boss right now. And let's see, we also got another $5 super chat from my boy Rob Cortez. Rob Cortez says, controversial question. How would y'all feel about a 3 trade with Portland and Brooklyn to get the third if it meant we'd had to take Simmons? Frank, I think you actually had said something along the lines of this, right? That you'll take on Ben Simmons' contract for a better position. But who's going to Portland? Mikal Bridges and them? I don't. That's really a hard one, bro. That's really a hard one because the reason why I'm gonna say no is because I think either way it go, we're gonna come out with Scoot or either A-Man. Whichever one is not on the board, just draft the other one. I know Scoot is a little bit better prospect, but I don't think we would be doing ourselves any type of disservice getting A-Man. I think I just don't want that Ben Simmons headache in the circus that Ben Simmons brings. Like, they're going to be on our necks about Ben Simmons, bro. They're going to be on our necks about Ben Simmons, dog. Like, for real. Nah, I'm gonna say no. What do you think about that, Frank? You in here? If you still in here, what you think about that? That is controversial. I don't think the Ben Simmons headache will be worth getting to the number 3 pick, because either just get Scoot or just draft A-Man. You know, I just think either one will be straight right there. Sleepwalker 11 says I would take it in a heartbeat. Okay, so you think, oh man, I don't know. Now, if Ben Simmons come over here right, like if he was Philly Ben Simmons to where before the Atlanta series, I know he couldn't shoot, but he was still like an all-world defensive player. It's like he even started sleeping on his defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then don't nothing even be wrong with him. It's just mental. Sometimes the mentality, your mentals is so fragile. It's like, I don't know. That's kind of hard. But let's put it like this. If we're going to get this President Ben Simmons from the Nets, I don't want him. Now, if he was to revert back, I don't think you can just turn back the clock like that after he done already had some of his episodes to where he's going to be that Ben Simmons again. I'm going to have to pass. Sleepwalker 11 says this is how we need to use the cap. Bad assets. We should not have to use our assets. I hear you. But, man, what if we get stuck with Ben Simmons? E.L. Hutton, he says, trash, throw it away. E.L. say that's a trash, man. He don't want to do nothing. He don't want no parts of that. I hear you. Space Trade says Ben or Anthony. Anthony Simon straight, man. I really like Anthony Simon. He's a 3-point shooter. I like the boy. Let's see. Ashawn Moore says Ben Simmons, no thank you. Definitely not Smooge. He says Boston will not trade JB if Green or Şengün is not included in the package, in my opinion. You might be right. That's why I didn't have Şengün starting on that other one. But you might be right. That's what I'm saying. I'm just hoping Boston. JB just had enough with Boston, bro. And hopefully he could just force their hand to do something crazy. Cause you gotta think their ex-coach is their GM now, so he might do something. He might make a gaffe. He might do something stupid. E.F. Hutton says lock up your development and your pick just for a move up one spot. Yeah, that's risky. Barry MC says I think we get Miller. Portland take a man at 3. Scoop goes 2. But you got to think about Charlotte. Charlotte with Scoot and Melo. It's gonna be kind of a crowded backcourt if you ask me. But you never know. Maybe they shot Melo. I don't know. I doubt it, but you never know. He's the face of their franchise, so I doubt it. Let's see. Okay, I think we did enough on A-Man. Let me go ahead and go to the Scoot lineup. This will be the Scoot lineup. So, I think we get Scoot. I think this is the maximized spacing lineup. I think this will be the best lineup for our spacing. Now, the defense might be a little suspect, but as far as shooting, playmaking, spacing, I think this is the best lineup. Get Scoot at the 3, and I think we will run a 3-guard lineup if we was to get Scoot. We already heard Udoka says he want to move KPJ off ball. So KPJ is a 40% catch and shoot guy. You got Scoot Henderson. You got a backup playmaker in Şengün. And then you got another third backup playmaker in KPJ if all said and done. Move KPJ to the 3. Now, this is with a caveat of where KPJ is going to have to play some defense. He's going to have to improve his defense tremendously. And Jalen Green will also have to improve his defense tremendously. I think both of them, if they improve their defense with Scoot, I think Scoot will be able to hold his own with his body, big body, against some of the smaller point guards. But I think he got the leverage on a lot of different point guards. But, hey, you never know with this lineup. I think this is the best lineup as far as offensive-wise. I think this offense, this will go crazy. I think this lineup will go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the movement, if everybody buy in and move without the ball, because Scoot, he can also move without the ball. He can, if Şengün got the ball, he can move. He can do some certain lineups. This offensive lineup will go crazy. It's just the suspect on the defensive side of the ball that I think it will kind of be iffy at best. The defense. I think the defensive lineup, but I think as far as Udoka goes, I think he'll get these guys ready to play defense. I really do. I think this lineup will be ready to play defense because Udoka is not going to have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the defense is going to be a question. It's going to be questionable. It really is. It's going to be questionable. But I was I'm thinking, I'm really going over it. I thought about it, and then I'm like, the defense gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? Houston, Texas, Dave, what's happening? Xavier Giles, what's good? I seen somebody else creep in there. Static, what's happening? You say why nobody talking about Cam Whitmore? Because I think he's gonna be out of. Well, some draft people did move him down to like above A man. Like he should go. He should go for it. But I think that just compounds the guard problem that we have right now. Truthfully, even though he's more like an off guard. I don't see him being like a true point guard. I think the other two in Scoot and A man is really like more the quintessential point guards that actually set the table, let it run. But yeah, I think he's good. He's a good player though. I think he's gonna come in and get buckets for sure. Let's see. Cam Kaya, he says we need a vet for sure. Mario Gonzalez says at least Simmons has only 2 more seasons left on his contract. It's not like he has 4 to 5 years. That's facts. Judah Rod 1, what's good? He says, is any real Rockets fans here that actually lives in H-Town? What dumb fans would ask if we want Ben Simmons? Chop shop. You're not dealing with real Rockets fans. You're dealing with outsiders. Hey, Judah. Judah, is that you, Judah? Did you trade your time? Y'all remember old Judah? Judah, is this you, Judah? Did you? Because you got a similar name. Judah. Did you change your profile pic from the old Jesus-looking man and you stunned on us? Nah, but if that's not old school Judah, this all theoretical, bro. It's all theoretical. They not saying make it happen. They not saying do it. You know how we rock. We can't help who jumps into the stream, fam. Like, people gonna jump in and say some crazy stuff. I know we probably got some guys that's not even Rockets fans in here, some men trades. But, hey, calm down, bro. It's all good. It's all love, man. It's all love. Like, for real. Nah, but I think people are just, I wouldn't call them dumb. I wouldn't call nobody dumb. I just think people got a different view on how they try to team build and who they think will fit with the team. That's it, bro. That's it. Okay, we got us a new subscriber, my boy Scott Stubbs. Appreciate you for joining the Chop Shop, man. Good looking out. Enjoy yourself while you're here. We only ask everybody to be respectful in the chat. That's the only thing we ask, man. Y'all do it. Y'all are the best community. You are welcome. You have just been inducted into one of the best sports communities on the app in the Rockets. Chop Shop. So y'all show that boy Scott Stubbs some love in the chat and welcome him with open arms, and do your boy Space a favor and show that man some gratitude for subbing. You know how we did when we welcome all of y'all into here. Let's show the same gratitude and same respect for everybody. Night Owl says, just for Stone to tell Simmons to go home, he ain't stepping foot in the Rocket court. He might, bro. He might. Let's see where I'm at. I'm going to go back up a little bit. Let's see. Frank says that backcourt might be food for opposing wings. You might be right, bro. He say replace KPJ with Tari and you cooking. I actually did think about that, but I'm not gonna lie, for the KPJ fans, I actually had to put him in the starting lineup, one of the starting lineups. But I do agree. I do agree. I think Tari there, he will be a menace. With him and Jabari, and then Scoot, if Scoot hold his own, yeah, I see it. Third Coastal Line says this is a high offensive lineup. That's a lot of weapons for Scoot and LP. That is facts. Xavier Giles, he said, say, bro, I don't understand why everyone want a 6'3" Scoot and A-Man can do everything he can do at 6'7". I just think everybody was kind of shell-shocked about his shooting. I don't think his shooting would be much of a problem since we got Ben Sullivan over here, one of the best shooting coaches that we have in the league. He is now a Houston Rocket playing with under Udoka. So I don't see much of a problem with his shooting. I think his shooting can get better. We didn't see guys come in that didn't have much of a shot like Kawhi Leonard. I hate keep referencing back to him. But if you remember, young Russ actually could shoot decent. Young Russ can actually shoot decent enough. But yeah, I think that's what the problem is. But Scoot have shown, and he's played in the league, and he didn't play in OTE, a glorified just pick up game league. OTE really is not. It's really not that high level offensive. Talent wise, really, they really got subpar talent there, bro. I think that's one of the main reasons. Sleep Art 11 with the super chat. He says everyone in here are Rockets fans after last year already. If you in here and you supporting the Rockets after one of those dismal, the last 3 seasons was been pitiful. If you in here, bro, I consider you a Rockets fan unless you let me know otherwise. Because I know some fans just like to troll and be in other people's things. But, yeah, I think that's a reason why. Let's see. My boy Frank, the super chat. He says, hey, let's stop gatekeeping fandom, Judah. And, yes, I'm from the H already. Let them know, Frank. We from the H, baby. We keep it popping. And if y'all wasn't here earlier, my boy Frank, big up to Frank. He's going to be on Bleacher Report tomorrow at 1 p.m., right, Frank? Let me know. Is it 1 p.m. Eastern or Central? I forgot to ask you that. But at 1 p.m., if you haven't already, download the Bleacher Report app. Get to Frank. And, hold on. Pape Chulo 1998, appreciate you for subscribing to the channel, man. Welcome to the Chop Shop, baby. Y'all are the realest. You been inducted into a great community. Like I said, always consider becoming a member. You can see like Frank and some of the other guys, they got the badges by their names, Third Coast Alliance, and a lot of other guys. You see the badges. That means they are members. They get access to certain quality content that most other people don't. And it helps you stick out in the chat so I can see who are the fans that are the members, and I can get to their comments a little bit quicker. They just stand out in the chat. Nothing against nobody else. But yeah, Rick James back. What's good? What's good? He says y'all not getting them players. Stop hating, Rick. Stop hating, bro. See, like I'm saying, Rick, he when they people says y'all and that, they're not a Houston Rockets fan. I could tell he's not a Houston Rockets fan. But he just dropped by to troll us a little bit. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. As long as he stay respectable, we welcome everybody over here at the Chop Shop for sure. Yeah, Frank, let them know. Represent. Throw up your H's, man. If you are, matter of fact, let's do a chat. If you're from the H, or you live close to the H, or you've been a Houston Rockets fan all your life, put up the horns or put up the H or the Texans horns in the chat so people can know that y'all about that life, man. That y'all from the South, y'all from the dirty, third coast born, Texas raised. You feel me? Let them boys know, man, so they won't be, questioning y'all fandom. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. Let's see. Josué Santos says Harden and CP3 hate each other for sure. DeAndre Picker says, is we going to call KPJ Scoot still with that lineup? We can call them Scoots, the double scoop Scoots. A double scoop of Scoots. I don't know, bro. That's kind of, you kind of right on that. You know, I don't think he'll be. I mean, can we not call him Scoot? I mean, he was named Scoot first, I would suspect, for sure. Money Flow, what's good? Says he from the South Park. Danye Thomas says, I see Texas symbol in the background. What that do, Ghost? Man, we represent Houston through and through. You see, I got an Astros hat, baby. As long as we represent that H, we good. We good, Danye. Thank you for coming and dropping by. You feel me? But we always rock with that. We rock with that. Third Coast says he from Cypress, Harm Clark, Sunnyside already. Arshawn March says H born here in 100 already. Beats Gaming, he say he from the H already. L. Smith 11 says H-Town for 16 years from Indiana. He's a transplant, but he rock with us 16 years. Bro, you from the H. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Sleepart 11 says, damn, born and raised in the H, moved out, but continue being a fan. Doesn't matter to me. I'm all day. It ain't well about where you're at, it's where you're from. You feel me? It's about where you're from. You feel me? So, yeah, man, let them boys know, man. Don't be coming over here talking crazy like we just got a bunch of wannabe Houston fans. Like, who want to be a Houston fan right now? But we coming, bro. We coming. Just remember that. Swaggy D says, if you're not from the H but still support the Rockets, we going to adopt you already. Let them know, man. It ain't nothing weak about us over here, man. Let's see. Who we got? Darian Thurman, what's good? Put up the mages. Already. Frank says pause. Mikael Martinez says he from that H already. Ron Cortez says born and raised on Long Drive. I was bumping Screw when you had to go to his house to get the great cassettes. Already, that's back in the day. Who is this? Sir Cleo, Circle of Friends, my bad, 97. He says, is Jalen getting traded to Houston? I hope so. You know what I'm saying? King Dinka, what's good? Says Southwest A-Leaf, Texas, born and raised. Already. Man, we got Houston fans out here. Barry McCockner, he says H-Town Channel View here already. Static says never been to the H, still a lifelong fan. That's all that matter, bro. If you put in your heart and soul to this franchise, you are a Houston Rockets fan. It don't matter where you live at. It don't matter where you at. Y'all got me up here sweating and stuff. Yeah, man. But how y'all feel about this whole I'm gonna run through the whole lineups one more time. The Harden lineup: Harden, Tari, Jabari, Jalen Green, and Brook Lopez. Put a 1, a 2, or a 3 in the chat. Who y'all think the best lineup will be, that we should try to get? Number 1, the Harden lineup, Jabari. 45 wins. Frank say wins. Frank say we got 45 with this rendition of the. You think so? 45. Yeah. I say 45. We still be a play-in team. We can get to the play-in right there. I wouldn't disagree with that. 45. If Harden was old Harden, I'd say 52. But he the new Harden. Yeah, not best for long term. This the panic button. This the panic button lineup. This what I'm gonna quote this at. This the panic button lineup. This the amen lineup. We gonna make it rock with amen. You know what I'm saying? This the amen lineup. I like this lineup. I really like this lineup. I think this lineup could be vicious. I like this lineup. So, it's going to present some type of problems, but as far as our spacing, I think this lineup, I like this lineup better. J.K. Means, what's good? He says, I want Irvin. Okay, he want Kyrie. We might see. Frank says 40 wins, great long term. Quentin Anthony says that would be a tough lineup already. I think so too, Quentin. E.F. Hutton says good backup. Sleep Art 11. Sleep Art 11 says I don't think 2 is possible. We can't get Jalen Green without giving them no for a pick. Hey, I told you this is a wishing on the star lineup, bro. This is wishing on the star lineup. Rob Cortez, he says already Jeremiah. Rob Cortez says pass on that first one. Okay. Static says my concern about A-Man is his competition in OTE compared to NBA. He's a developmental piece. You might be right. Like I said, I always had trouble buying into the OTE thing too. But I would say just his stature, his vision, and his athleticism will translate. Most of you see that they kind of translate to the league. So it's not like he'll be just a total liability. I think it would take him a year or two to become all the way acclimated. Or you never know, man. Some of these guys, they just got it. Some of these guys just got it, bro. Like, we just can't put a official stamp on someone, because like John Moran, he came from like a small college, and he came and he set the league on fire. So it's like, it's almost like the player, man, is what they hard at. You know what I'm saying? What they hard at. Salah 7 says easy, a play-in team. Okay. Let's see. Flynn Lee 2145 says you are the best YouTuber. Man, appreciate that, man. Me and my boy Frank, F-Tank 58. If you haven't followed us on Twitter yet, please go to Twitter, download the link, download the app, follow us on Twitter. Will you get more in-depth analysis from, especially Frank? I tweet here and there, but Frank, he really think out loud on the app, and he let everybody just really know what he's thinking about. That boy Frank, he really in depth with his analysis on Twitter. You get that every day. If you like his videos and you like how he go in depth on YouTube, he does that all day long, in depth. So get that man Frank a follow on the Twitter app to just get more Rockets content and deeper into it. So if you haven't yet, smash that like button. Appreciate you, EF Hutton. EF, smash that like button. For sure. Let's see. We're going to go to the Scoot lineup. What y'all think about the Scoot lineup? I like the lineup as far as spacing, offensive, flexibility, but I think the defense will suffer greatly. And I agree with Frank saying that maybe I should have put Tari in his lineup, and I think it would have bolstered the defense a little bit better. But I ain't gonna lie, I kind of pandered to the KPJ fans because you never know. I think Udoka like KPJ, and I don't think he just made it a point to say that we can move him off ball to where if everything like craters and we don't get who we want, I think this lineup will probably be an actual lineup that we can see. I think we can probably actually see this lineup next year. You feel me? So yeah. Circle of Friends 97 says, "Do you like Ja Morant?" Yeah, I like Ja Morant. I just don't like his antics, bro. I don't like what he be doing. He got to get more. He got to grow up a little bit more, bro. Sleepart 11 says, "Rockets adding value to all players. First Harden, now Kyrie." Yeah, man, I think Kyrie might be a ploy to try to get some more money, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Kyrie really see this as a legit destination to come here. Truthfully, let's see. JK Meme says, "Would you rather see Jaylen Brown on the Rockets or Kyrie?" No, that ain't even a question. Jaylen Brown, hands down. I would like to see Jaylen Brown. Let's see. KC 30. He says 30 to 35 wins. Yeah, I can see that. Static says Scoot lineup is better playmaking wise, but way too small. Facts. Frank says a 30-win team. Yeah, I can see 30 wins. 34. Sleepart 11 says 34. F-Tank says, "I think KPJ and Jalen redundant in his lineup." Yeah, you right. Flinley, he says Jabari Smith Jr. already. That's my guy. JK Meme says, "I think we should run Easton as the sixth man." I think, truthfully, I think if I was to have, I think I would have a mixture of all these lineups. I think I have KPJ six man. If we get Scoot, I would, like I said, I think I would put Tari in there. I don't really want the first lineup because I don't really want Harden. The second lineup, I think that would be my dream lineup. But I don't think that'll actually happen right now with the Jaylen Brown thing, unless Jaylen Brown just throw a monkey wrench in the whole thing. But I like this lineup as far as maybe a stint, like maybe late third quarter, give some guys some rest, let this lineup just run. If we have like a little bit of a lead cushion to play with, I think this lineup will be able to front run a lot if they don't got to just hone in on defense. So yeah, man, I think I like it. I like this lineup. Let's see. As far as what's the name, not just starting. I don't like it started, truthfully. Evan said that's not a bad. KPJ is a low budget Jaylen Brown with better handles. Yeah, but he just little compared to Jaylen Brown as far as body wise, muscular. Beast Gaming says 1 Amen, 2 Jalen Green, 3 Tari, 4 Jabari, 5 Brook Lopez. That's not a bad lineup. Space A says, "Why is everyone down on Dylan Brooks? We need a Vernon Maxwell type of dude, a little thrower off good." Yeah, man, I don't really say I would want Dylan Brooks because it's his I just don't like his antics is a little outrageous. You feel me? Like some of the things he do, he don't need to. But I think he's a decent lineup. He's like an enigma to me. Like I said the last time, he's kind of like an enigma. Like I don't know whether I would want him or not. If he come over here with the right mind frame and the right mentality, maybe he got humbled a little bit, trying to go at the king, trying to go at LeBron. Maybe he got humbled a little bit. Maybe he don't want to be that heel like that. But man, like, you know, it's a he enigma, bro. I don't know. If he come over with the right mindset, I think he'll be a good guy. Maybe off the bench. Circle of Friends says, "Would you trade Jaylen Brown for Jalen Green?" Nah, I would want to pair them up. I would try to do anything in my power not to trade him, Jalen Green and Jabari, and Şengün to a lesser extent. Them three guys, I think they should be off limit. I think those guys are a core that we can do a lot with. And if it's going to mean we giving up a guy that could probably be, I ain't going to say Kobe-like, but on another level, like a straight engine, I wouldn't want to do that. Third Cole says, "I would rather see Jalen because Kyrie starts coming with excuses why he can't play once he gets the contract that he wants." That is fact. That is facts. Let's see. King Dinka says, don't understand Udoka culture impact on our young core guys. Don't underestimate. My bad. He says, regardless to who we get, he is the biggest off-season acquisition, and I agree. I agree with that. That's why this draft was a little bit more easy for me, even though I did want like the top 3. I think Udoka really just gonna cement everything. It's like we got an adult in the room now. We don't have that substitute teacher, subbing no more. It's like when the teacher leave and the assistant principal come and be the substitute teacher. Everybody's straightened up still, because that's an authoritarian dude in the house that can do something that's not about to play with you. And I think we just got an adult in the room with Udoka, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I rock. I feel a little bit more comfortable about our outlook and our direction. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Judah Rod says, Frank, are you respectful to tell us where you live in H-Town? What are you talking about? Judah, you threatening that sound like a threat, Judah. You gonna have to go to timeout. You're going to have to go to timeout for that one. That sounds like a threat, bro. What are you talking about, where he live at? What are you talking about? Man, I think that is Judah, man. Frank, that man giving you problems, Frank? Hold on, I didn't even see all this. Nah, it's all Gucci, bro, but let's act like we all adults. Man, that's probably is Judah, bro. He in timeout right now. Judah, don't make us block you, bro. Don't make us block. We've been having a live night stream. Don't come in with the hate. Don't come in with that, bro. Don't, please. Read the community guidelines. We only got one rule. Be respectful. Y'all can troll. Y'all can do whatever. Just be respectful. Don't come out pulling up at nobody's house. That's why we had to block our man T. And that's like my second time ever putting anybody in timeout. Let's keep it respectful, Judah. Come on, bro. Let's not do that. KC says, I think Josh Garuba and Tata in trouble next season, playing time-wise. Facts. E.F. Hudson says, Mad Max the GOAT. Third Coastal Line says, I think M.A. will be able to deal with Dylan Brooks. Me too. Space Ghost says, Judah, chill out, fam. He plays defense. Man, your boy tripping, man. Let's see. J.K. Mims says he brought in some good shooting coaches. He did. Ben Sullivan, he's one of the best. Circle of Friends says, would you want Damian Lillard and trade Jalen Green and the Rockets to get first-round picks? No, I'm not trading Jalen for Damian. Damian is going to want to win like now. I think even if we bring Dame Lillard, we're not gonna be ready. We're not gonna be able to do that. Let's see, cause we're not gonna be able to put a full competent roster around him. Evan says, I don't know Dylan the top 3 perimeter defense. His talk just don't match his hair. Oh man, that boy says his talk don't match his hair. Oh man, Static says sad stuff in silence won't ever be looked at as a coach another NBA team. I think he'll get another chance, man. If he get into a different situation, we just was in a bad situation. That's it. Salah says, how about Naj Reid? I think a great backup. Yeah, I like Naj Reid, bro. I really do. I think Frank didn't mention him before too. I like Naj Reid. Jeremiah says Ty really deserve a starting spot. He a baby Kawhi or PG-13. Facts. Let's see. E.F. Hutton says Silas and Detroit lead the system. My chips low, but they will still coming in. Yeah, let's see. J.K. Meme says, I think you put me in timeout for political reasons once. Did I, J.K.? We don't talk about politics too much over here, J.K. You sure that was me? You sure, fam? I ain't saying I didn't. Maybe I did, but you must have been wilding, bro. You must have been wilding. I don't like really putting people in timeout or blocking them from the channel. So maybe I did, bro. KC says, I wonder who our lead assistant would be. I don't know. We need to get one too. He says it can't be Lucas. Nah. I don't even know if he gonna retain Lucas. He done took his shooting job away from him. He could be. I think Lucas just need to transition into a consultant role or something like that with the organization. Truthfully, Frank says I would love Nas Reed. Yeah, I told you Frank like Nas Reed. Finley says, why are you a Rockets fan? I've been a Rockets fan since like 1986, since I was like 5 years old, bro. Like my older uncles and stuff, they was Rockets fans. They set me down, showed me Hakeem Olajuwon for the first time, told me, hey, you see that dude with the elbow pads and the goggles? I think he was wearing goggles then. That's Hakeem Olajuwon. He's one of the best ever. He's gonna be one of the best ever. And bruh, I gravitated to him, and they write local. I've been a Rockets fans ever since, man. I've been a Rockets fan ever since. Let's see. I'm gonna take a couple of more questions and we gonna close it out. We've been going on almost 2 hours in here chopping it up. This has been a great live stream, man. So y'all the best. Let's see. Third Coast Line says Stone really screwed that boy Silas, but Silas didn't do himself no favors, no cap. That's facts. Let's see. Owasco says, I got a pick sitting on Rudy T's knee already. That boy wouldn't go back, huh? Let's see. Beast Gaming says we need a defending playmaking guard and a true point defender center that can shoot. Until we do this, we will be our own kryptonite and lose winnable games. Yeah, I think Udoka will remedy that. I think we got something up our sleeve. You know what I'm saying? I think we got something up our sleeve with that. You feel me? Let's see. Let me get a couple of more off. King Dinka says, I think Silas just joined Detroit as Stafford's money winning type of season. Yeah, he did. Third Coast Line says, Chris Dennis, this is why I like to see KPJ and Tari together on the second unit. KPJ in the 6-man row and Tari just being the animal that he is. Factual. Wow. Let's see. Flinley says, I love you so much. Oh, man, appreciate it, man. We love all our Rockets fans out there, too. Make sure to come back, chop it up with us in the live streams, man. I'm going to try to keep doing these. I had to take a break from my mentals and everything. Y'all know the scoop about that. So, look for these a little bit more often, like every 2-3 days or so, just to chop it up. Check the temperature in the room. Y'all are the real ones. Y'all are the best. It's time to ride out. Appreciate everybody for coming, dropping by, chopping it up with your boy Space. Y'all are the real ones. Let's get it popping. We out of here. Reminder, Bleacher Report app. Download it. Support my boy Frank. Put your H's up while we ride out. You know how we do it. Y'all are the best. Let's go kick it on this lovely Sunday afternoon. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Put up the H's, baby. Represent.
They don't tell you about the truth. They just wanna feed you lies.
No lies told on the Chop Shop, baby. We gonna bring it to you straight and correct. Yeah.
They just wanna feed you lies. I've been running up a check. Hey.
Yeah. Let's go.
But it seems like I can't do right. Hey. I can't do right without your belt. I can't move right without that gel. I'ma do that plain Jane without that belt. A lot of niggas hate, so I gotta be careful. Got a gun and some money.
CSGs, we all we got, baby. Chop Shop gang. Let's go with it. What's up? Let's go. We coming, baby. Houston Rockets. Uh-huh. Yeah. They don't tell you about the truth on them other channels, baby. You want the unadulterated truth? Come to the Chop Shop, man. My boy Frank and your boy Space is gonna hold it down for the Houston Rockets, baby. Let's go. Run it up. H-time.